Up next, we have a session that dives into real power of generative AI, not just in theory, but in action. Please welcome Pranoti Nandurkar ma'am, solution architect at TCS and a proud Women Tech Makers ambassador. With her experience in solving enterprise scale problems, she brings sharp insight into building smart and scalable applications and solutions. Today, ma'am will walk us through how to leverage Gen AI on Vertex AI to build intelligent, future-ready applications, turning ideas into working systems with Google Cloud's powerful tools. Ma'am, the floor is all yours. A huge round of applause. Please welcome ma'am with a huge, huge round of applause.
Thanks everyone for sitting here after lunch. Everyone must be sleepy, right? किस किस को नींद आ रही है? शर्माओ मत, हाथ ऊपर करो. Okay, some folks over there. So I'll try to make these sessions short so that I'll not come in between and the next session, between you and the next session. So let's get started with my talk, which is leveraging generative AI on Vertex AI. So, okay, so I'm Pranoti Nandurkar. I'm working in TCS as a solution architect. So what I does in a solution architect? So I give a solutions to my pre-sales team, as well as I give solutions to my developers, fellow developers, and they work on those solutions. So I'm very lazy in coding. So I'm having around 14 years of experience. So in that I worked around 12 years straight away coding in the different technologies like Java, Angular. I worked on the WebSphere portal, LiveRay portal. किसी ने सुना है क्या ये? किसी ने नहीं. So I worked in the ancient technologies like those as well. So yes, I have like now I move to the new role where I am giving the solutioning. So while giving the solutioning, I need to give some of the prototypes. And these prototypes needs to be like I need to do this quickly. And this generative AI is really helping me out giving those solutions to my team. So let's see how can we build generative how can we use this generative AI and how can we build the solutions from it. Okay, so anyone can tell me, my generative AI matters. Everyone is using generative AI nowadays, right? Who is not using the generative AI? No, none of you are using generative AI? Come on, guys. Okay, everyone using this generative AI nowadays, and I will start with why this generative AI matters. So it is not just a buzzword anymore. We are using this generative AI for creating a new content, writing a mail, and creating a product reviews and everything we are using this generative AI for. And this is really improving every type of business, and it is giving a productivity boost as well. So let's see why Gen AI matters, because it's revolutionizing how we create, build, and automate the things. Apart from that, it is also tech trained, so it is giving us a real productivity, and businesses are using Gen AI to write a content, generate a designs, code apps, and support customer faster than ever before. So I know everyone is getting sleepy, so let's play a game here. So here are two truths and a lie. So you have to tell me which is a truth and which two sentences are a true sentences and one is a lie. So the first statement is, generative AI models can create entirely new protein structure that have never existed before, aiding in drug discovery. Is it a truth or a lie? It's a lie. Okay, let's see. Statement 2, generative AI models understand the world and possess common sense reasoning like humans do. Is it a truth or a lie? True? Okay. And the statement 3, it's a typo over here. So the first generative AI model was developed in 1960, long before the recent hype around the ChatGPT. So is it a truth or a lie? Sorry? Truth. So let's have, so how many of you think first is a true? Okay, only 2. And how many of you think the second is true? Okay. And how many of you think the third one is true? Okay, so it's a bit confusing. So what is a lie? First one? How many of you thinks that first one is a lie? No, it's not a lie, it's a truth. It's a truth because this drug, there are some of the models from Google, like AlphaFold. So they are really using this protein structure, and they can create the entire new protein structure, and it is really helping in a drug discovery. So this is a truth, not a lie. Then what is a lie here? Second? How many of you voted for the second? Only few of you? And the remaining one is voted for third? Is it? Okay, so I'll not stretch it more. So the second one is a lie. Even though generative AI model can understand and it will give you the most correct answer or the reasoning, but it doesn't possess a common sense. So common sense is possessed by human only as of now. So this is a lie. So please pay attention and see if you can crack the next questions. Then why Google and the Vertex AI? So Google has built an incredibly powerful AI models. Sorry. Yeah. So Google has built incredibly powerful models, AI models. These are called the foundation models. So some of the foundation models are Gemini, then the Imagine and Chirp. So every foundation model has a different use cases. So Gemini is a multimodal model, and it will be using, we can use this for a content creation. Imagine is used for the image generation, and Chirp for the audio recognition and the audio generation. So let's see how we can leverage this Vertex AI and Google's foundation models. So Vertex AI gives you easy access to these models, tools, and we can customize them, and we can add this in your applications with the use of APIs. And these are very easy to integrate with your applications. And then you don't need to be the coding expert or the ML expert to write or integrate this model in your application. So Vertex AI is built for developers, data scientists, and product teams. So this is what a Vertex AI is about. So let's see what we can do with a generative AI on a Vertex AI. So as we see, the foundation models. So what are the foundation models? Anyone know about this? Okay, so these foundation models are a pre-trained model that understands and generates the languages, images, and the audio. And the example of it is Gemini, Imagine, and Chubbs. I just discussed in a previous slide. Okay, so again, a truth and a lie, a fun part. So, statement 1 is, you can train and custom machine learning model on a Vertex AI without writing a single line of a code. Is it truth or a lie? It's a truth, right? And second statement, Vertex AI offers built-in tool to monitor your deployed AI models for performance degradation and a data drift. Truth or a lie? Truth. And the third one is, Vertex AI Model Garden only provides access to Google's proprietary AI models like Gemini and Imagine. It's lie? Why? Why? Because Model Garden also provide the third party and the open source model as well in the Vertex AI. So let's see what are the tools in the Vertex AI and what are the tools we need to build. What are the tools we need to build our application in the Vertex AI? So Vertex AI Studio. So this is a Vertex user-friendly interface within the Vertex AI for quickly experimenting with designing and customizing generative AI models through the prompt and tuning. And what is Model Garden? So we just discussed in a previous slide. So it is a central hub in the Vertex AI where you can discover, test and deploy wide range of pre-trained and open source AI model from a Google and its partners. And the same way, Agent Builder is a suite for tools in a Vertex AI that allows businesses for creating and deploying and managing their AI-powered conversational agents. So, have you heard about the ADKs? So, these are the agent builders available in the Vertex AI. And then there are a few more AI tools, which is the Vertex AI pipeline, so which automates and orchestrates end-to-end machine learning and workflow from a data ingestion to models. And then the AutoML, so AutoML enables every users to train high-end quality models for tabular image, text or a video data. And then the grounding and the RAG API. So whenever we create our application, so it's important to ground it with actual data. Say for example, PDF or a Google grounding we can use. So grounding and RAG in a Vertex AI help to improve the accuracy and the trustworthiness in the AI generated response. So let's say what can be the possible use cases. So it can be used in a text generation, it can be used in a image generation, it can be used in a multimodal, so input output in a multiple formats, and the custom agents. So like HR bots, so it can be used in that scenario. So example, think of like a e-commerce customer service bot. So instead of saying your order is confirmed, it can now engage and converse, and it can give you a conversational feels like your order, you have ordered the blue shirt and the black pant, and do you want anything else or any other accessories to order along with this order. So this kind of thing we can do in a conversational agents or the conversational bots. Okay, so the next one is a truth and a lie again. Sorry. Last, previous to this slide, please. Okay, so how can we do that with a Vertex AI? We can do this with a prompt tuning. So prompt tuning is a technique by which we are not using a single line of code, and still we can predefine, like we can define our output. So we will see this in the demo. And we will be doing this just the help of instructions and not a single line of code. And this is the fastest way to personalize the responses in the use cases. And then grounding, as we discussed, we can connect our model to our own data, docs and the PDFs. So this is important for factual and the correct data of in your LLMs. And the RAG is retrieval augmented generation, which is combining search as well as a generation. So it can give you the relevant content, then generate a smart specific reply, and it is ideal for apps where correctness and the context matters. And then the next part, truth and the lie again. So the statement first is, some smart AI programs can now trick people in games just like human might bluff to win. And the second statement is AI can already make full-length movies that look exactly like ones made by people, no different at all. And the third one is AI tools are helping scientists discover new medicines and materials much faster than before. So which one is the truth and the lie? The first one or the second one or the third one? Are you still sleeping, guys? Any guesses? So is it possible to bluff a computer game or a mimic a computer game and it will feel just like a human? Is it true? How many of you thinks no? Okay, and how many of you thinks yes? Yes, you are correct. So this is a truth. So some of the games, like have you played Ludo? Yeah. So did you remember someone else is playing? But it might happen that whoever is playing on the other end is not a human, but a computer bot. So this can happen. So this is a truth. Then what is a lie? Second? Okay. So AI can already make a full-length movies. So nowadays AI is making a videos and a short videos. But this movie making is a big process, and it requires the story creation and then the music creation. And still AI is not capable of doing a full-length movie of 1.5 hour or 1 hour. So this is a lie. So let's get to the next. So we have seen what is a Vertex AI and what are their foundation models and what can be done with that models. Now let's see the actual use cases. So we will see the insurance risk analysis assistant. And so we are dealing with a big problem for insurance companies. Say for example, checking risk by hand, it takes too long and often leads to mistake. So what we are doing here is, we will create a insurance risk analyst assistant. So in that assistant, so imagine there is a underwriter. Then so what is an underwriter? You know the meaning of underwriter? Okay, underwriter is a person who checks how risky it is to insure someone or something. So this is a work of a underwriter. So those who check the paperwork and see if it is okay to give the insurance to that person or a car or a company or not is a underwriter. So they have to go to each and every document, and then they have to check the details of all the clients and accident photos, and then through and check all the complaints, and then check the policy papers, what is covered and what is not covered. So in our use case, what we are doing is, so we are removing this time-taking process. So it's a lot of time, and for people, it like very easy to make the errors. So we are, with the help of generative AI, we are just removing this error, and we are creating the insurance risk analyst assistant here. So let's see what we can do. So if we have one use case, so let's break it down into the smaller part, or the smaller, we can say, smaller fragment, and then let's decide how can we use this in our use case. So we will gonna use a prompt design here, and then we can use a multimodal output, and then we are going to build and deploy. So when we say the prompt design with the Vertex AI Studio and the Google Gemini model, so it's crucial to use a multimodal systems, because sometimes we might input the car photograph or a policy document, or we can write a prompt with a normal text. So we are using this Vertex AI Studio and Gemini for prototyping our use case. You want to see the demo? Okay. I don't know if it will work or not. Let's play. So yeah, I just hope it should play. So next slide. Okay. Can I pause the video from here? Okay. It's not playing. Yeah. So this is a Vertex AI. Last slide, please. I'll tell you when to pause. Yeah. Can you please play that video again? Yeah. Just don't play. Just pause. I'll explain here. So here you can see this is a Vertex AI console. So Vertex AI. So you can search the Vertex AI, and it's a Vertex AI workbench. Here you can see the create prompt. Once you create the prompt, you can like give your use case name. Our use case name is what is insurance risk analysis, right? So you can rename there. Then we have a system instructions, and then we can write our prompt here. So whenever we write a prompt here, it will get trained. This prompt, it will get trained, and whatever the system instructions we are giving, it will give our output according to the system instructions. And we can change, can you please play? And we can change the model from the right. So there we have a Gemini 2.5 model. So we can switch the model from there. We can switch it to Gemini model, and we can use the third-party model as well as a new any open source model as well, like Llama or anything. And then, so here I have given the system instructions, and here I have given the prompt. So here, whatever the prompt I have, yeah, so here we are giving, checking what are the different models are available to use, and their pricing and their latency is also mentioned over here. So we have a long list of models, third-party models, or we can create our own model and we can add in this application. So for now, we are just using a Gemini 2.5 Flash model. Okay, and we can give our output. So everyone knows about the temperature and top P. How many of you are not aware about that? Everyone knows, right? Whenever the temperature is high, then we will get the creative output, and whenever the temperature is low, we will go to the exact output. And then we can do the grounding, and we can change the temperature. So if we want the exact output from it, we can just change the temperature. And there is one more parameter, which is a top P. And with that top P, we can find segregate the list of all the output, and then the most appropriate output will be chosen from the long list of suggestions. So this is the top P. Top P is 1. That means you will get the multiple and the creative output. And if top P is 0, you will get the exact output. And say for example, if you have a, can you please pause? Yeah, just go back to 2 minutes. 1 second, yeah, 10 seconds, yeah. Just please hold. So whenever we have a less output, like a say for example, the temperature is 2 and the top P is 1, then you will be get the most creative outputs every time. But if we have a temperature as 0.1 or a 0.2, and the top P as a 0.1, 0.1 or zero point 0.2. So you will get the exact answers again and again. Even though if you are giving this output, if you are giving the different prompt, you will be getting the same output again and again. So this is what we have tuned our model right now. Now it's time to deploy this model. So what we have to do, we have to just go to this build with code and deploy it as an app. So once we click on this, so it will create an app for us on the Cloud Shell. Can you please play? Yeah. So here we just have to accept and then create a web app from the current prompt. And it will take some time to create an app because it's working at the back end and creating an app. So now it's ready. We will close this and we'll just check there. You can see there open app. So our app is already ready. So this is my insurance risk summary prototype. So here whatever I'll be giving, I will get the output in a format that I have mentioned in my system instructions or whatever I have given in the prompt. So this is how easy is like creating a prototype from the Vertex AI. So you see whatever the instructions I have given, it is giving me in the same manner. So it will give you, I can ask them give me the key details, or I can give, tell in what format this I want this information. The same way I can change my system instructions and change my prompts. So here I am changing my system instructions, and if a piece of information is not found, clearly state not found. So this kind of instructions I can give here in a system instructions, and I will be giving the exact information. I want the exact information like policy number, claim name, date of loss, time of loss, or a brief description of damage. Then again we can change the temperature. As we discussed, we are looking for the exact details, so we are lowering the temperature and we are not utilizing the multiple tokens here. So let's see. Yeah, so we are getting the just exact information what we are looking forward. So there are, can you please pause? Yeah, so for prompting, there are different type of promptings if you are aware about. One is a zero-shot prompting, another one is like the multi-shot prompting. So zero-shot prompting is what? Whenever I'm looking for an answer, it will come in the one format or a one word. Say for example, who is the Prime Minister of India? So it will not give me the articulated thing. It is a one thing. So this is a zero-shot prompting. So this kind of prompting we can add here and in the examples. So can you please play? Yeah. So here what I'm doing is I'm adding an input and like explaining what kind of output I'm expecting. So this is my input and what is a kind of output I'm expecting. So this is a policy number and then this is a output format and I will add it in the example. And again, depending upon that, I can change the system instructions or I can like use as it is. But here I have choose to change. And now let's see. So what do you guys think? What should be the answer? Yeah, so I'm looking for the exact, this is the information, whatever I have submitted, I'm looking for the exact details. So I received the exact detail in my prompt. So the best part here is it's just prototype, but you want to add it in your application. Then how can you add this? So you can get the Python, Node.js, Android, Swift web, or the Flutter code directly here. So you just have to copy this code and paste it in your application, whether it will be the Python, Node, or Android. So this is how it isn't it very easy? How many of you find it very easy integrating generative AI in your applications? Okay. Can you please? Yeah. So we can manage our prompts, and then the same time we can use the image generation. We can use the this thing. We can use the audio generation, and this is how we can add all these capabilities of Vertex AI in our application. So, listening. So I think it's my time is up. So yeah, that's all from my side. And so if you feel you want to collaborate more on these kind of use cases, you can contact me and on LinkedIn, or we can really work on the use cases if you feel you have an insightful use case and you want, if you have an idea and you want to do the execution of it. So this is me. I'm on LinkedIn and the YouTube. So please follow, share, like, subscribe, and connect me if you are finding my content useful and insightful. So thank you guys, and thanks a lot for listening patiently. I know it's afternoon, but if you feel it's engaging and it's really worthful, so please do try Vertex AI once. And I really assure you, there are many more things than this to explore in a Vertex AI. Okay? Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys.